Okay, let's try this again. So, welcome back. We were off last week because I got my first dose of my COVID vaccine. Huzzah. And I wanted to let
Yay.
everybody know that our streaming schedule is a little bit wonky because we've got a lot of folks here with different disabilities or other kinds of challenges and chronic health conditions. We have myself with Ehlers-Danlos and Nikolai also with Ehlers-Danlos. It is a very unpleasant disease that causes a great deal of joint pain, and it's a complicated mess. We have Tanya, who has fibromyalgia, Mordu, and also myself and some of the others. We have severe anxiety problems that sometimes crop up and just leave us not in a place where we can be our best selves on camera. My husband, Jason, who plays Zima, he has a spine injury. So we've got a number of folks who have different challenges. So if you see people kind of popping in and out, or if there's a week where I just can't run, that is why. And I'm mentioning it partially because I know our stream schedule is a little chaotic, and partially because I want to bring awareness to the fact that we're people and sometimes have problems. I don't imagine that anybody has had anything unfriendly to say about this, but it is the truth. Also, I've got the sun directly in my eyes now. It's no longer a mustache, it's now an eye patch. So that's fun. Um,
You messed up with the sun god today, Beth.
I did. Oh, it's moving off my eye and onto my forehead, so eventually it'll go away entirely.
unless it's a sniper issue.
If it's a sniper issue, well, my problem with it will end pretty soon, I hope. So the PSA done. There are a couple other announcements I would like to bring forward. First, first off, it is almost Mother's Day, and we have an amazing individual in our group, Nikolai, who makes phenomenal bath bombs. His website is Pop Fission, and as you can see here, there's a whole lot of different ones. They all smell amazing. These are the seasonals that I have up on the screen. He has bath bombs, he has whipped soaps, he has, I think, body butters too. And a lot of them
Don't
are,
smoke lotion.
yep. We've got shower steamers, and most of them are nerdy inspired. You can see there's a Lestat up here. We have Briar Rose, which is Sleeping Beauty. The Forbidden Snack one, which is kind of inspired by the fact that most of his stuff looks edible, and I really want to eat it. And we've been joking about that for years, as have a lot of people.
We've become self-aware.
Right. So you can see there's a huge number of them. There's also the bath melts, which are lovely. So if you're looking for an amazing Mother's Day gift, this is a really nice option. He does a great job.
And they're
And
allergy friendly.
they are allergy friendly. It's phenomenal. Also the conditioner bars. The Uncle Iroh is amazing, and I thirst for it. In addition to that, we have Mythic Table, which I mentioned the last time. We have 16 days to go and are really close to our goal. I know the goal looks a little weird in US dollars, it's because it was set up in Canadian. Mythic Table is an open source, non-profit virtual tabletop, so it's sort of like what Forge is, or Foundry. Foundry is what we use for this game. It doesn't have as many features yet because it's still being developed, but we have a lot of really cool features planned for the future. Um, I am on the dev team for Mythic Table. I do a lot of the editing on the copy, so if you see typos on our Kickstarter, it's my fault.
And the witch.
Right. As I scroll through here, you can see some of it in action. It is 100% free and will be forever. The Kickstarter is to put some money into our development team so that we can bring a couple of them full time and get all these great features out to you sooner. It's going to happen either way, but the Kickstarter is a really great way to support the community. So, all of that said, it's time for a game.
Yay.
And there was much rejoicing.
And there was much rejoicing. Sorry, I'm on push to talk, so I have to hold down one button, and if I make the mouse clicks with that button held down, other things happen, because it's the control key. I'm smart. Hello, Glamour. Um, I will at some point. Also, I need to make a note of our attribution document. That is very important. that link there will take you to our attribution document, which has all of the modules that I'm using. It has the attributions for the art and the music that we use in-game. So it's super important for you guys to know about that, because the artists who make this possible are really important, and their assets are amazing, so they deserve the shoutouts. And also, thank you this week to Avernus for doing our modding. My brain is just 404ing sometimes. Glamour, I'm going to adjust the sound a little bit, see if that helps. So, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, you guys had just returned home. Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yep. Just because it was really fun last time. If there's a chance that Eden's going to sing, we will take suggestions in the chat.
Yes, if we end up having bardic nonsense, please do throw out suggestions. People hire me to edit their books. Good lord.
If
When is there not bardic nonsense with you around?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If
Bardic nonsense is kind of our default.
just wait, just wait.
Right. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had returned home after spending some time investigating this necromancer that they believed was responsible for summoning the wraiths that attacked the market. They found him on the road back from a tiny town, and it turns out that he had nothing to do with that whatsoever, except trying to de-summon them, and he's really more concerned with his lawyer's practice than anything else at the moment, much to everybody's dismay. So, you had returned back to the city with a satchel full of crystals that you salvaged from that mine. Not sure where to sell them, not sure what your next step is, but you did learn that Thane Greycastle, the head of what was left of the Ars Magica in the city, had not been fully honest with you about the necromancer. Behind the Glamour is suggesting Spice Girls, spice up your life at the first opportunity. So
I can do that. I can do that.
cool.
You spice?
Bardioki. So we have you at home, kind of having decompressed. Elduin the Necromancer was with you at your abode because you were hoping to clear up what had happened with Thane Greycastle and maybe try and encourage him to help with the situation. The Necromancer, not Greycastle. And that was, I believe, where we had left off.
Eden got his bath.
And Eden got his bath.
Which was very important.
Very important.
Alduin might have been invited.
Oh my.
My music.
Yep.
And it's really loud.
It's very loud.
I'm working on that. You can turn down the music individually on your screens too.
I don't know where my mouse is.
Very calming music.
I am still very quiet. I have my microphone turned up as high as I dare to turn it up. So I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't know. I
I'll
hear
turn
you
it up
really loud here.
Yeah, I'll turn it up. Well,
I
it's
hear
the
you just
OBS.
fine.
Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit in OBS. Hopefully it'll play nice. And if I blow out everybody's eardrums, just let me know in chat. Okay, so you guys are at home relaxing. Mordu absolutely done with life after this whole trip. All of the rain, all of the mud. He retires upstairs with a pot of face mask and some cucumber slices, and he says he's done for now. And you'll see him when you see him.
I went through a lot.
So,
He stole my face mask.
You stole his wine.
No. I did not steal his wine. It was my wine. He gave it to me. Reluctantly, but he gave it to me.
okay.
Are we morning, evening, night? What are we?
You probably spent the night at home, so it's likely morning. So you can go out and do the shopping you need to do if there is any that needs to be
Yes.
done.
I want to
need
meet
to
some
check.
interesting shops. That's what I want to do. I want to go shopping after the night that I've had. Thank you. Let's do that, please.
Oh my.
Aviara, do you want to go shopping with me?
I find shopping less appealing than you do.
Well, that's because you're a killjoy.
Oh, that's cold.
I have
You're killing my joy.
Well, I can't do that. So if you need company, I'll go with you. If it'll make you happy.
He gives her a big hug. Let's go shopping.
What are we going shopping for?
Everything. We don't know. We'll see.
But what do
We'll
we
just see
need?
what catches my eye.
You don't
I
need
mean-
anything.
Excuse me, my last outfit was ruined.
It's not ruined. It has character. Think of it, rugged adventurer.
No. Nice try,
Part of
though.
the people. Oh, okay.
Alas.
Rallis, would you like to join us?
Certainly.
Huzzah!
Poor Zima left out in the corner.
Zima, you can come with us if you promise not to pick up any more short people.
Zima makes no promises for anything ever.
Will you try not to pick up any short people?
No.
Well,
That was a lot of negatives.
He just looks to Aviar.
In
You're the
fact,
only one that can talk sense into
in fact,
Zima.
I may intentionally pick up short people now.
You have Seema. You're good with the whole alcohol thing, right? You know what's good and what's bad. And would you maybe see that there's a stocked bar at our house?
Yes.
People
I
seem
can
to
do
enjoy
that.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
And did we give the entire pig to the boatman, or do we have any left over?
well, it's been a couple of days. I mean, you probably ate most of it. It was just one boar
Okay.
on the way home, and shared it. So, and also a couple of days you didn't have any way of really preserving it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you probably fed the rest to Frost.
probably.
To be fair, you're probably right.
Or rather, he probably took it.
I gave him permission.
We'll go with that.
Also, Zima had skinned it and harvested like the tusks and stuff for trophies. So Zima does have those.
Right.
You know, those make wonderful chew toys.
Zima
this is
tries
big
chewing
boring.
on one.
The tusk feels very tusky in Zima's teeth. It's kind of hard and
Husky.
tastes vaguely of pig.
I do not see the appeal.
I meant for Frost, Zima.
I do not want to chew on Frost.
Frost would prefer you didn't.
Anyway, shopping. Let's go shopping. Shoes. Oh my god, shoes.
Off to Gloria's that way then.
Since we
Zima
have,
just laughs and tosses a tusk to the dog.
I'm going to leave Frost here to guard just in case Mordo.
Is Alduin coming with us?
Alduin is certainly willing to come with you if you desire him to go shopping with you, though he's also content enough to sit and read, which is what he was doing when you met him. He seems to have a bunch of books on law and other such things that he's working his way through.
I'll do it. We're
Yes?
all going shopping, and those books are boring.
I don't know that I would call them boring exactly, but they serve their purpose. They do that. You're trying to get me to go shopping with you, aren't you?
There might be a bookstore. Please don't make me go alone.
We're not going
You have him.
alone. Rallis is
He points to
coming.
Ed.
Zima is coming.
We're all going together.
Are you going to
Shopping
do another
as a
one of
group.
those performances you did?
Why would you like me to?
I mean, yes, but it's I'm hoping to draw less attention than that whole refrain. Probably, I mean, the snapping was really the.
You wound me with the idea that that is the only song I know.
No, I wasn't. He realizes he put his foot in his mouth, closes his book, sets it aside, and gets up. Yes, I'll go shopping with you.
Wonderful. Shall we go?
I'm following you.
Okay.
And Eden runs up quickly, grabs his shiny bag of shinies, and runs out the door.
Alduin sort of watches with a. Oh. And looks at Aviara like, help?
I'll link arms with Alduin and we'll follow.
Alrighty. So where's
Actually,
Eden?
how tall is he?
Alduin's probably about 6 feet. He's not huge. He's not itty bitty.
Okay.
He's happy enough to link arms. So, Eden, where are you leading these poor people?
Right, going to the marketplace, and the first thing that I'm going to go to is one of the shops that he'd seen on his way to clothes shopping the first day, which had all sorts of shiny objects, and it's kind of like a thrift shop. He wants to go see what's there.
Aha. Well, as he approaches, the merchant kind of big grin like, oh yes, customer, you can see the glint, like the anime glint in the eyes. Steeples his fingers. Oh, hello. What can I interest you in, traveler?
Hello, my name is Eden, and I noticed your stand here with all of these beautiful shiny things, and I tend to like to collect the unique items and things that make me look pretty, and what do you have?
Oh, darling, you don't need anything to make you look prettier than you are, but I do
Oh, I
have
know
a
that.
lovely selection of baubles.
Hmm.
He gestures grandly to a tray of costume jewelry. It is nice costume jewelry, but it's costume jewelry. You are relatively... His prices also reflect that. He's not trying to sell to the extremely well-to-do, but he is trying to make everybody pretty. So...
And leans forward. You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Why would I be kidding? These are delightful. Look at this
Don't
one.
be
It's all
rude.
rainbows. And he picks up this child's drawing of a rainbow. Behold! Color!
Do you have anything slightly more valuable?
More valuable, you say?
More
He
unique?
leans... He leans down onto the counter and produces a box. And flips it open with a flourish. And displays inside a selection of slightly more expensive costume jewelry.
Do you have anything that's unique?
Unique. He puts the box down underneath the table and fusses around for a minute. You see things kind of fly up past the table, like a bolt of cloth, a couple of one shoe, a couple of pieces of
Scooby-Doo up in
jewelry.
here.
Yeah, just and he comes up with a potion that is glowing every color of the rainbow and says, "This is quite unique."
That is pretty. He kind
It
of
is
nudges
pretty.
Aviara.
I mean, I don't know exactly what would happen if you drank it, but it is quite lovely for lighting one's house with.
So it's a potion that you don't know what does.
I don't do magic, I bought it because it was pretty. I sell pretty things.
I see. He kind of looks over to Aviara. And over to Rallis. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
In terms of magic, I wasn't very big into potions. Devotion, not potion.
I'm afraid I'm not overly familiar with this whatever this concoction is.
It is pretty though.
It is
It-
very pretty.
Quite pretty.
I'm almost afraid that if Eden looks closer to see if there's any effect with him being near it, knowing the way potions can be.
Well, the potion doesn't seem to do anything except cast multiple pretty colors on him. Rallis, if you'd like to make an Arcana check, you could probably... you might be able to deduce what it does.
Let's find out.
I desperately wanted to stun whoever drinks it.
You just want me to shut up.
Let's see. Arcana.
Rude.
Did it roll? It did not roll. Why is it not rolling?
Set it on fire.
Is the solution to most things.
Kick it.
It's
Turn.
not
Have you
rolling
tried turning
back.
it off and turning it back on?
I have not.
That is another possibility.
There.
We
Cannot
find a good
read,
thwap.
it says cannot read property tokens are null.
I have no idea what that means.
And that was me trying to manually roll.
Try rolling it off your character sheet.
That's what I did the first time.
Oh, it
just-
doesn't
I
seem to be
wonder if
working.
it's
Oh, there, something
Let me
rolled.
reload Foundry.
It
and see
worked
what
for me.
Okay, I think
I'm
I
just
think you're.
broken.
Yeah, poor
I'm
Rallis.
broken. Well,
All right, let me see if I can fix this. I can't roll off anything off of
Meanwhile-
Rallis's sheet either. That's exciting.
Oh no. The kobolds are at it again.
They are. Patrick, do you happen to have any actual dice available to you?
Says Patrick lacks permission to update at world. Oh wait, I went away. Do I have what?
Do you have any physical dice?
Do I have physical dice?
I'm sorry, I
feel
know
like
that's an
a fun
offensive question.
Mine are somewhere. I'm gonna borrow my daughter's.
I
Okay.
rolled a 16.
Okay.
Rosie,
Yes,
if
so-
you're watching, I'm borrowing your dice.
Oh, the reason I couldn't roll off your sheet is because I was using the wrong window. I'm an idiot.
I got a 15.
Okay, you got a 15. Aviara got a 16. Aviara is pretty sure that it would change whoever drinks this multiple colors and makes them glittery for a little while. She's not sure where this potion came from because it doesn't fall under most spells she's familiar with. Same thing with Rallis. He's never seen it's sort of like dancing lights, only not.
I want it.
It's like a liquid prism. How is that even possible?
If we get it, can you recreate it? Can one of you do it? Can you remake it?
I don't make the potion.
He looks over to Alduin. Do
Alduin
you know
looks at
anybody who could recreate this?
Alduin looks at the potion, looks at Eden, looks at the potion, scratches his jaw. I know one person.
Eden just looks like a kid in the candy store at the moment at the idea of being able to be glittery.
I could
would-
introduce you.
He gives him a giant kiss on the cheek.
Alduin turns pink.
How much for the potion?
The gentleman who's been trying to pawn this off on anybody, looks at you, looks at the potion, grins a little bit and says, 2 silver. Which is very cheap for a potion.
Why do you want to get rid of it so badly?
Well, I don't know what it does. I didn't know what it does. I just bought it because it was kaleidoscopic, and honestly, I kind of liked it after having some pipeweed. So, I mean, as decor, 2 silver is perfectly reasonable, and from what she said, it wasn't anything of extreme value anyway. I mean,
He just kind of hands the silver over. Give me the shiny, please.
He hands Eden the shiny. Nice doing business with you, handsome sir.
Do you have anything else?
Nothing this exciting, I don't think. I've shown you most of my merchandise. He goes back under the table and things start flying up past it again. After a while, he comes up. He's got a couple of different sets of clothes, like, draped over him, and he doesn't look like he's... Like, you had to pull it out of a trunk and I just throw it and it landed on him. I don't think I have anything else here that would fit your unique and special tastes, but I can see if I can order things.
Just if you get anything interesting, we live just that way.
If I get anything,
let me know.
all right. If I get anything of particular interest that I think might be useful to you, my good sir, I shall make a house call.
See that you do. And looks to Aviara. I got a shiny.
You got a shiny. That's really, really shiny.
I will share it with you.
What? I don't shine. I mean, I do, but not that way.
Alduin rubs the back of his neck, kind of like, so did you want me to introduce you to that guy I know, or would you rather go shopping for something else?
Shopping, and then that later.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. So the group kind of trundles off through the market. Zima, you are tasked with acquiring good alcohol. How are you going about that?
Did the party give me any funds to get good alcohol?
And tosses him a couple of coins, a good number of gold coins.
Where are you getting those? I'm broke.
I have been singing at every tavern that we go by.
We got paid and Mordu took it and didn't distribute it.
That too.
I am also a rather active entertainer, so I do have quite some money. Which reminds me, I need to subtract that silver from my character sheet now.
Then I will start at the bar.
Alrighty. You head over to one of the various different bars around. Are you going to an upscale bar? Are you going to a dive? What kind of places are you going?
Maybe upscale. They said to get good alcohol.
Okay. Zima heads to a nice bar. It is in the more expensive part of the city, and the people there sort of give him the side eye because Zima does not look like the nice wine bar type. But he barges in anyway. Some of the patrons sort of like, the person behind the bar sort of lowers the glasses down his very long, pointy nose, and kind of gives Zima
He gonna be bailing Zima out of jail.
A long look, like, did you take a wrong turn somewhere?
Hello, I would like to purchase many bottles of alcohol.
He pushes his glasses back up his nose. Do you have the money to purchase many? What kind of alcohol specifically?
Good alcohol, and I said purchase. If I didn't have money, I wouldn't have said purchase, now would I?
No, but money is, well, some people think of money as a few copper. We look at it a little differently here.
Zima just raises a brow at him.
Right, so, did you have anything specific? Just alcohol in general? Were you looking for wine, or port, or maybe some scotch? Did you have it? Like, I need a little more guidance, my good sir.
Oh, so many options here.
I don't trust that answer.
Maybe you show me selection.
All right. Let's start. How many bottles of alcohol or kegs or how many?
I'm looking to stock up my
I'm
own
looking
home
to
bar,
stock up
so
my own home
many.
bar, so many.
Ah, you do look like the sort who would like many. He nods a couple of times and. Well, come this way, sir. I can show you what we have in stock, I suppose. I'm not really a dealer. I more do it by the glass, but he leads Zima around the back of the bar into a separate room where there are racks with bottles of wine, all very neatly labeled and laid out. There are bottles that obviously aren't wine, have something else in them. Some of them have subtle magical effects, like one of them is steaming. There are some kegs of probably beers of different kinds. So he kind of gestures and says, well, we have a whole lot of different things here. Are you looking to sample? Is that your intent here? Or are you just looking to...
Sampling would be good, yes.
Ah, all right.
Oh no.
He walks around and starts pouring, like, like shot glasses of various different things and passing them over to Zima. One of them makes his ears steam. One of them is, when he pours it into the glass frosts and gets cold on its own. Some of them are just really delicious. A couple of them are mediocre.
So
He picks a couple of things, and
specifically,
specifically, I think a couple of the beers or ales.
All right. The bartender nods and, all right. Are you planning on taking these out with a cart? I mean, it's a keg. Or are you just going to... He makes a gesture like just up on your shoulder.
I am a cart.
I suppose that does make some sense. Let's finish our business then, and we can go our ways. He takes Zima's money and provides several kegs of beer and a few bottles of wine and some other things for... None of the magical stuff, because that was very expensive, but the more moderate things he provides Zima a selection of.
Zima takes a couple of trips and hauls everything back to the house.
Okay. The rest of you back at the marketplace, you find any number of things. There's some clothing shops. I'm sure Eden probably spends a very long time in. Yeah.
And he takes Alduin to help him choose.
Oh no, Aviara steals Alduin to go to the bookstore while you're trying on clothes, because clothes are boring.
Okay, are you guys gonna, like, have a fight about this? Do we need to make some rolls? Like, dueling
Opposed
charisma
strength
rolls?
checks.
Yeah, strength checks, there we go. Opposed strength checks.
Why don't we just do charisma? It's just for the fun
Fine.
of it.
Sure.
Okay, sure, you guys do dueling charismas to see who gets Alduin out of the...
Poor Alduin.
He feels like the doll in the middle of, like, an argument between two kids. Now I'm playing, it's my turn!
Mother of pearl.
Oh no!
Oh no! I win.
Curse you and your modifiers.
You both rolled 18s, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, Aviara
Fine,
makes
I'll
a very...
grab Rallis.
What did I do?
You're going to the bookstore with me because I was snubbed.
Very well.
He
I
just
don't
wants
really
to see
need
me
any
look
clothes
pretty,
anymore.
Aviara. It's fine.
I mean,
I
we
could
all
use-
want that, but we can't have what we want.
I mean, I usually get what I want.
Poor Alduin.
True.
Aviara makes a compelling argument for the bookstore. He reaches out like, oh, books, and then Eden was like, but me? And he sort of looks at Eden, looks at Aviara, looks at Eden, decides that upsetting Eden's probably not good for his long-term health and trundles off after the bard.
Bard's not the cleric.
Eden's more likely to scowl at him and do psychic damage. Or pout at him and do psychic
Cutting
damage.
words.
Right. Vicious mockery. So yes, the poor necromancer whose entire wardrobe consists of various shades of brown and gray watches Eden change into various different costumes and more or less says that looks fantastic to all of them because his understanding of fashion is, well.
Eden also buys him a couple of new outfits.
He thanks Eden graciously, but has this sort of look like, oh no, what have I done to myself? Aviara, the bookshop. Are you looking for anything in particular in the bookshop, or are you just browsing?
Mostly just browsing. But if there is anything on the prohibition, like the
Recent history.
why magic is gone, like how it
Yeah.
came back, the whole magic thing. Hold on, I have to turn this song down.
When you ask the the bookseller about it, he says, it hasn't been long enough for any books to be written about it, but there is a statue that they erected of the heroes who were part of that whole thing. If you're interested in such things, it's down near the Caladium.
I can't believe I haven't seen it. I'd love to go look at it.
Yes, well, it was very recently unveiled in their honor, so that might... I mean, there isn't a great deal written about it yet. It's only been a short time, so... And books take time to write, and he kind of chuckles and, holds up his very ink-stained fingers. But says, yes, the statue was created in their honor, so if you would like to go view that is... you don't strike me as the type who probably spends much time around the Caladium, though, to be honest, so you shouldn't feel too bad about not realizing it.
Rallis, you want to go look at the statue?
I suppose. Do they have any books on like intro to magic?
This guy
Wizardry
doesn't. It's a
101.
mundane bookstore, but when you ask about it, he says, there is the... I hesitate to send you there. There's the marketplace. It used to be a busy place before everything happened.
Yes, everything.
Indeed. And he... My gosh, my brain is just deleting the names. There's a marketplace on the far side of town, near the garden district that used to specifically cater to mages. That marketplace is not used so much these days, but if you're looking for magic books, that might be a place to start. This
Would
guy
I know where it was?
You definitely would. When you were at school, you would have gone and come and gone from that place a lot.
So it's Diagon Alley, really. It's
Yeah.
Lorsham lots.
Yes, exactly.
Diagonally.
Yes.
And that's how you get to Nocturne Alley. The Hand of Glory.
All right, so everything's going to go wrong when you go there. Good to know. But yes, there is a market over there that does cater to that sort of thing.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Of course,
Shall
I'm
we
always
go
glad
look at a
to.
statue?
If you want to go to the marketplace, I can bring you there. I've been there. I grew up
that'd be
around
helpful.
school.
We can stop and
And-
look at your statues on the way.
If it's on the way, otherwise we'll do it after, or another day. I was just curious. Spent a lot of time in the temple place.
Okay, so I'm going to draw everybody to the map so I can put everyone where they are, more or less.
You might want to shove Mordu back into the house.
I'm going to put Mordu on the house, actually.
Shove more two around.
Mordu, into the cave with you.
I love this map. It's so pretty.
Thank you. I put way more effort into it than it probably warranted, but
No, it's perfect, Beth.
thank you.
They look like chiclets, a little tiny square gum.
They kind of do, yeah. If I sent you the full-size one, you'd see each building has detail in it, but...
I think they're different shapes.
Makes you hungry, doesn't it?
No?
Clip.
None of it
You're
looks
just
like
trying to
garlic mashed
torture her.
potatoes.
No, I'm trying to torture you.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I don't like you. Alright, so I've moved your tokens around the map. Eden, you are in the large marketplace that is nearest the city gate. It is where the most interesting items come through to be sold to the public. Rallis and Aviara, there we go. Thank you. Are over near the Caladium. However, your eventual destination is that
that's a long walk.
marketplace specifically. However, walking by the Caladium doesn't really take you too far out of the way. Mordu is at home, and Zima is...
At home, unless he's back somewhere.
Yeah, I'll
What
stick
are
with
you
Mordu.
doing, Zima?
Sampling the new alcohol.
Sampling. Is there going to be any left when we come home?
You left me alone with alcohol. What the hell did you expect would happen?
You did make that
That's
choice.
fair.
Very fair. Very fair.
Zima, can you
I
make
didn't
some...
just.
Can you make me a con check, please?
I didn't just fuel
Be
the
happy.
bender for Zima. Is what he
Yeah,
did.
exactly.
Well, I just,
We're gonna get bags to be like
just click on
kegs
your
spilled
constitution.
everywhere. Zima sprawled out on the couch.
saving throw.
Maybe wearing Mordu's face cream.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's sauced.
Yep, Zima is having a very good time. He's done a lot of sampling. A lot of sampling, and he's... What does Zima do when he's drunk? I'll let you think on that for a
Does he
minute.
fight?
Oh boy.
He's gone off to the fighting pits.
Exactly.
More than
Yeah.
More than
Hit
likely,
something.
yes.
Alright, if you'd like to do one of
Yes, go hit
those
something.
downtime rolls for fighting,
What do I do?
go to your character sheet.
See if he makes any money
Downtime.
fighting.
Far right tab. Okay. Click the... There you go. Alright, Zima drinks until he's thoroughly sauced and then goes trundling off to the fighting pits, where... he does win more than he loses, and gets noticed. Maybe not for the reasons he was hoping for, but he definitely gets noticed.
He's just laughing his ass off, having a great time.
Fair enough.
Everyone's having a great time, except for Alduin.
Except for Alduin.
He
Rallis
would have had a
and...
better time with us.
Rallis... Gosh, you guys are just gonna fight to the death over this poor necromancer, man.
Eden
Alduin...
gets what he wants.
I foresee combat PvP in the future. Anyway, Aviara and Rallis head down towards where the statue is. It doesn't take them too long to find it. It is a statue of a number of adventurers. One is a Kenku, one of the crow people. There is a tall, slender elf holding what looks like some kind of spell. There is a very small woman with a couple of blades. There's a noble paladin. And there's a gentleman holding a couple of guns, looking rather dashing. And it says, at the bottom, on the bottom of the statue, it says, "Big Damn Heroes." And the dedication is to the heroes who saved Scaevolanum from the demonic possession of its emperor.
Yep.
So
That's you.
they shut down magic after the Emperor got possessed?
No, the Emperor's possession led to the Emperor declaring that magic was illegal.
Okay.
And these individuals freed the Emperor from being possessed, and he undid all of those laws.
Okay, so it was the demon possessing him that said magic was bad.
Correct. And
Okay.
inspired the whole let's delete magic from society and start a war situation.
Right.
Like you do.
As one does.
As one does. Huh.
I mean, I guess they look tough.
I guess. I don't know.
It's a long walk.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a walk, yeah.
Maybe we can get like is there like a souvenir stand or something?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
I went to
souvenir stand.
Scaevolanum, all I got was
Yeah, there's somebody selling, you know,
Decorative cod
tunics
pieces?
with that, you know, some decorative cod
Foam
pieces.
fingers.
Yeah. With BDH on most of them.
nice. And those leather bracelets that have the
Yeah.
burn
The
Yeah, of
flat
course.
bracelet.
in them.
Oh, good. They have merch in the back.
I do love the merch. You know what? I'm gonna get one of the leather wristbands
All right,
with
you
big
get
damn
a,
heroes on it.
all right, you get a leather wristband with a big damn heroes on it and a big ol' like on it for like
The Buddy Christ.
yeah, exactly. It's like 3 copper. The whole thing should have been worth 1, but they marked it up to 3. But it's, you know,
Fine.
It's for a good cause. It's fine. The good cause is the merchant's wallet. It's fine.
exactly, precisely. So, after that
Like it.
moment of tourism, you make your way over
It's
to
a
the Agora
vacation.
Horto. Yes, to the Agora Horto, which
For
is
being on a barge for a couple of days, it's a nice release. Come on now.
indeed. The
Yeah.
Agora
Edmund
Horto.
finishes doing his clothes and he has a courier send them to the house because he doesn't want to carry them around. He also takes the potion to the house.
Oh God! Don't let Zima drink it.
The
It is locked in Edmund's bedroom.
Alduin offers to carry the clothes back to the house. He says, "Oh, I will do it. I will help. I will be
You
helpful."
just want to get away from me.
No, you're a delight. I'm offering to. I'm saving you money.
Do
So
I
long
look
as you.
poor?
No, of course not. You no. You no.
I feel so bad for this guy.
To be
You
honest,
look-
I feel bad for anyone.
You look very well. You look very well to do, Eden. You look fantastic. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to be helpful. I know you're probably quite busy. I know you perform often, so I want to save you time.
And just laughs. I'm fucking with you.
Kind of turns pink and then red and sort of deflates a little bit and buries his face in his hand in the most awkward way possible.
And just laughing. If you want to go, you're free to go. I'm not going to hold you captive. I
No,
just wanted some company.
I'm happy to keep you company. I just don't really want to be dressed up anymore.
You don't have to be. I was just trying to be inclusive.
You are, yes.
They?
No, not yet, but
Perfectly
okay.
good necromancer. Now what? Now look, he's got anxiety.
He had anxiety before.
I think anxiety is like a prerequisite for necromancy. um, so Relis and Aviara make their way to the Agora Horto, which Aviara remembers as being beautiful. It was very well organized, lots of activity. At this point, it's kind of desolate. Most of the stalls are questionable. There's not a lot of people there. It sort of feels
Is it
like
sketchy?
It is. It also feels like a lot of the people are sort of holding their breath and looking over their shoulders a lot, even though it's legal to sell things now, but everybody seems very anxious. And most of the stalls, it's more temporary setups than anybody who's established in that spot.
We fit right in. The whole anxiety thing.
Yeah!
It's like they legalized it. You don't have to hide it anymore.
So
Alright,
you were
well,
looking
I
for
look around.
books.
Yes. I want to learn how to do magics.
All right. So you have no trouble
Well,
finding
if you
somebody.
just pray.
You have no trouble finding, some old textbooks from the college. From the Ludum Magicae. I misspoke
Remember this
earlier.
one?
Yeah, it's like, Magic 101, my first magic class kind of, Writer's Comp
Oh.
101 level magic.
My
You find a
first
couple of those.
spellbook.
They're not in great condition. Some of them look like they're a little weather damaged or have been burnt in a
It's
couple of
still cheaper
places.
than buying new textbooks.
It is cheaper than buying new
Definitely.
textbooks. But Rallis does find something that he's able to find a couple of books to help him grow.
Excellent.
So
I will purchase
okay.
them.
We will deal
I
with the
can learn
monies.
how to do the Arcana.
Okay, we will deal with the money situation afterwards. And Eden walks around the city with Alduin for a little while, torturing the poor man for his own amusement, of course. Do Rallis and Aviara return home, or what's your plan after this?
I don't have any major plans after doing the shopping. I mean, I'll kind of, I don't know, not really mourn for it, but like just kind of really notice how downhill it's gone and how things have changed in 50 years.
Yeah, it definitely
then,
has changed a lot.
Perhaps become melancholy as they walk back to the house.
All right, melancholy it is. Rallis, are you wandering back with her, or do you have other business?
Yeah, I'll keep wandering around. Just window shopping as we go.
All right. Has Zima made his way back home yet, or is he?
He probably found his way back home.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
We may have to go get him.
So when Aviara and Relis arrive at home, they find. Did Zima think to leave a note of any kind, or did he just leave?
Just
Oh, he just
scattered.
Okay, so there are bottles of alcohol kind of all over the downstairs. Some are more empty than others, and the whole place smells a little bit like a brewery. And Zima's nowhere to be found.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. What have I done?
Where's Zima?
Where would Zima go? Where would Zima go? Where would drunk Zima go?
Where's the nearest bar?
Drunk Zima. No, drunk. If he's already drunk, he wants to hit things. I mean, he always
Where's
wants
the
to hit
nearest
things.
bar? Where?
Now I feel responsible. All right, I'm gonna go look for him.
Okay,
I'll go
I'm
with
gonna
you.
take Frost because Frost will get the scent. Alcohol.
Yeah, and Zima. Okay.
Frost will help me find him.
Let's do an animal handling check to see if you can convince Frost to,
Sure. Frost's my boy.
The enforcers of non-magic.
Frost is not my boy.
Oh no!
Oh,
When you ask Frost to help you, he said, "Come on, boy, find him." Frost just looks at you and pees on the floor.
Oh. He's
Poor
not very
boy.
well trained, is he?
He used to be. Zima's bad influence on him.
Spoils him.
What did I do? Everyone always blames Zima.
You're not there to defend yourself, so I had to blame you.
That's a fair.
That's fair.
Oh, that's fair.
I will clean up. And okay, bar maybe. Where can he fight? Where does he usually fight? Because the way I know him is by healing him at these fights.
Yeah, you know where there's some underground fighting rings in the area, not too far from the Caladium. You actually weren't too far from where some of them happened, so you've done work in that area. You might be able to find out. You know some of the usual haunts.
All right. Well, you don't have to come. I feel really responsible. I'm gonna go.
I'm going. Are you?
Thank you.
I don't think you'll be able to carry him back on your own.
I might could sober him up. No, I can't do that.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way back down to the Caladium, not too far from where the statue was. Very pleased with your purchase of the bracelet still. And towards, yeah, some of the spots that you have had work in the past, and you do find Zima in one of the fighting rings. Just no.
No.
Uh oh.
No, actually, when they find Zima, they find him in one of the more main areas of town, uh, surrounded by the sounds of screaming and giggling children, as he's running along through town with an entire wagon up over his head filled with children that he's just running around with.
All right, so
Perfect.
everything seems to be going mostly well.
That's on brand.
He did pick up the small things.
He picked up the small things.
I was gone for 5 minutes.
Zima very much
For
loves
5
children.
minutes.
Yeah, you were gone for 5 minutes, and Zima's running around the city with a cart full of children hoisted up over his head. Absolutely shit-faced.
We're gonna get arrested.
Yeah, the kids are having fun, so.
I'll try to look like him. Zima! Zima!
Hello, would you like a ride?
You know what? I would. How about you put them down and we go back to the house?
Oh, I can.
Well, I
know
can't
you're
do
having
that.
fun.
You're having fun.
But they've had their fun, and now it's time for them to go home to their parents.
Okay.
Sorry, kids.
So he puts the cart down.
So he puts the cart down carefully.
The kids all squeal and giggle, some of them pout a little bit, but they disperse.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be back. I see you found the alcohol for the house. Thank you.
Yes, I bought
Yes, I bought very many alcohols.
I saw that.
I made sure
There's
to try
like
it.
a-
Make sure to try it. It's very good.
Well, I'm glad we have your approval.
Did
I'm-
anyone get anything non-alcoholic for the cleric?
She sent him to buy alcohol.
I did send him for that. Is there a place on the way back that has like pantry staples?
Yeah, there are plenty of
Flour
places in
and-
the vicinity that have.
Non-alcoholic
just-
cider.
Yes, that too.
To just like have some basics at the house.
Yeah, you have no trouble finding a place that sells the usual pantry kind of stuff. Actually,
Yeah.
between where you are and home, there's a number of shops that deal with that, and I believe probably Eden and Alduin arrive home around then, after having a nice promenade around the city.
I will have asked Zima to carry the heavy things.
No problem.
Zima carries the heavy things.
Eden does in fact let Alduin escape home.
Does Eden want to go see where that shiny potion was made?
Yes, Eden would like to see
Okay.
that. Yes.
All right. Alduin actually glances at the rest. You know, well, this shiny potion did come from this particular seller. I do know. Those crystals you mentioned having, he might buy those from you. He's a little eccentric, but
They would be safe.
yes, he wouldn't do anything terrible with them, probably. He's
Probably.
when you meet him, you'll understand. He kind of winces.
Eden looks adventure and grabs his bag full of crystals. Do you want to stay here with Zima, or would you like to go meet the mysterious potions master with us?
I have to come with you since I know where
I
he
was
is.
I was talking to Valis and Aviara.
I want to go meet the mysterious person.
I do like mysterious potions.
Shiny.
Let's make a family outing out of it.
It'll be a
Yay.
good bonding time.
All right.
The kind of family adventure that Aviara can handle.
Team building. Team
All
building
right.
trip to the potions master.
All right. So the this disaster collective, Alduin actually
Zima's
leads
still
you.
drunk off his ass.
Make another Constitution save. Let's see if Zima's sobered up. Yeah, Zima's sobered up.
It's all that
Somewhere
running.
between putting the children down and getting home, he sobered up. But he leads you back down into the underground and mentions that this individual moved his shop when everything went kind of sideways.
Ah. Let's look at the shiny things. Hopefully, they have more shiny things. Eden's apparently wanting to spend a lot of money today. So.
Apparently. But he leads you back down into the underground and along the aquifers through a maze of tunnels that you think you might be able to figure out again, but aren't entirely sure. To an intersection, and he points up and to the right and says, "It's up there."
How do we get up there?
You walk? Ah. As you approach, you can see an alcove has been kind of carved out of the area around the aquifer, and there's a pair of doors, a number of torches. It's very well lit, welcoming in a way.
Do we knock or do we just go in?
I mean, it's a shop, right? He looks to Alduin.
Alduin nods and says, "Yes, it is in fact a shop. I mean, you can. He doesn't just live in here, I don't think."
Well, Eden goes in and opens the door. Hello?
There's no immediate answer. You do hear the faint sound of snoring.
Hello?
I'll walk in.
Is there anyone in there?
What? Hello. Welcome, travelers. Oh, goodness. Welcome to Elo's Emporium of Legitimately Acquired Goods. I wasn't exactly expecting guests since I did a bit of moving underground here, so I guess consider yourselves blessed by the gods that I decided to wear pants today. Come in, please. You woke me up.
Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your nap, and thank you for wearing
it's
pants.
fine. It's fine. Come in, look around. I have many things for sale or for trade, or possibly not for either. Yes, they are shiny things. I have things.
Alduin
Is there
nods
anything in
to
particular that you're looking for?
Alduin nods to Elo, like, you know, they know each other. You know. Hello. Nice to see you.
Hi to you as well. Again.
He's very sorry for bringing me to you.
You're not sorry enough yet. You haven't looked around yet.
And kind of looks around to see if anything immediately catches his attention as particularly something he would be drawn to.
You look like somebody who appreciates jewelry.
I appreciate all forms of shiny objects, but jewelry is particularly nice, yes?
Elo walks up to you and holds up a very, very pretty amulet. Do you have any idea what this does?
Shines.
Do you... No. Everything I have here, well, mostly everything, is enchanted, is magical, is special in some way. Do you have any idea what this could possibly do?
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
No, I was hoping you would tell me. I have no idea. And he throws it behind him.
And it just watches the pretty amulet soar through the air and goes, I hope that's not an impact thing that'll explode. That would
Same, we're about to find out, aren't we?
I'll attempt to catch it.
Dex save.
Count, save or check?
This would be a save because you're trying to like do something. I think it would be a save.
All of us?
Nope, just her. She's trying to catch it.
Maybe.
A 16. Yeah, you're able to catch it. He just chucked it. He wasn't like So you catch the very shiny
What does
object.
it look like?
It is gold and has a multicolored stone embedded in it. It's glowing softly. It does. You're not sure what it does.
No.
Apparently neither is he.
Is it multicolored like the potion multicolored, or just like faceted?
It's like faceted, like an opal, sort of.
Well, Elo, was it?
Elo, yes.
Elo.
Please, yep. Look around. I've got a collection of things. If there's anything in particular that you're looking for.
Well, I'm always looking for interesting things as long as they're not cursed. But
oh, I can't promise him that.
But in particular, he pulls out the potion. Do you happen to know what this does?
Did it make any money fighting or anything?
Yeah, you got 2 gold.
Yes.
Did you drink it?
No. I'm not in the habit of drinking random things I don't know what they do.
Oh, well, then you're not really going to like much in my shop. You see, I am an acquirer of things. See, I do a little bit of trade, a little bit of shade, and if I happen to be out running some errands and I happen to see some poor sap who's been obliterated by a forest spirit, I come home with a few new items. It's not really stealing if I'm taking something that isn't mine. I mean, that's not really a crime. Well, if it is a crime, then I'm guilty, I guess, but you're not with the law, are you?
Not so to speak.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Then yes, I have things, and we can
I imagine you should ask before you admit to crimes, though.
Listen, my new home here has got me a little on the bewildered side, so I'm still getting used to not living up top.
Sun deficiency, yes?
Exactly.
Time is fluid anyway. What is this shiny blue thing? On the counter, right in front of you.
The shiny blue thing right in front of me. Yes, that.
It's actually a crystal ball.
Ooh.
And if you look, it's got a bit of a sigil inside. Now,
I will look deeply into the crystal ball.
Now, the man that I bought this from, he told me that if you speak its true name, it will unleash ultimate power.
What's its true name?
Can't just tell you that it would unleash on ultimate power. You can't get it back in. It's like a tube of toothpaste.
Do you know it?
I mean, I suppose I could write it down. I just call it Philip.
I am in love with Philip.
Philip is lovely. He's 2,000 gold if you'd like to take him.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're
Walk
right.
away from the counter.
Didn't quite have that much gold, my friend.
Out of my price.
Well, all right. Well, let's see. We have things like we've got some books. We have some bags of things. I have a handful of weapons. I have some enchanted bits of jewelry and baubles. And I have some things that probably just fall into the category of miscellaneous.
Do you have anything that would make my performances particularly sparkle?
Earplugs.
Oh no!
Eden reaches behind him and just smacks him upside the head.
Do you have any ice for that burn?
Well done.
Eden just looks really hurt.
Oh,
I
Ed.
apologize. Here, I throw him a silver piece. Go to the apothecary and get some ointment.
Damn, son.
I'm not sure how much I can help with your bardic skills, but I have two things that you might be interested in. One is this lovely little amulet. It is called the Amulet of True Fire. And I also have, as you are a purveyor of words, I have this little vial here that I was informed is called the Potion of Uncontrolled Speech.
I don't think anyone wants my speech to be uncontrolled.
Isn't it already?
What is it? Pick on me, dang!
You wanted to go shopping.
Doesn't mean you have to hurt my feelings.
I don't mean to
Alduin
hurt
says
your
nothing and
feelings.
stands off to the side, just kind of watching all of this go down because it's more or less what he expected. He does say, Elo, the potion that he has is, I think it's one of yours. It turns you glittery and sparkles when you drink it. I'm not sure for how long. Do you have any idea?
Oh, for how long? Oh, no, it completely depends on the person and their metabolism, I think.
Ah,
Some
okay.
people it's a couple of hours, some people it's a couple of resurrections.
Ah, well.
Resurrections.
What?
He could be
Alduin nods.
sparkly
That's sounds about right. Yes, thank you.
Pretty standard, really.
Is that all
you
it
could be
does?
Sparkly forever.
I'm already sparkly forever.
So I guess my
I mean-
question for all of you is, if you're looking to buy, what is your budget?
I don't know.
Eden kind of
I'm not in charge of the fund.
It depends. How much will you give us for the bard?
The bard does have the crystals.
His
No,
performances, a
bard
private
crystals.
performance.
Eden just
I do prefer to live alone. I mean, it's mostly just me and Lawrence here, but
and Philip.
and
Philip.
Philip. But Philip's not much of a talker. Well, Lawrence not much of a talker either.
Which one's Lawrence?
Elo points to the table, and there's a small snail sitting on the table.
Oh. I
This
didn't
is
see you there.
Lawrence. He is known as Lawrence the Eternal. He is for sale.
Beth, did you actually hand us any funds for prepayment
Uh,
into our character sheet?
you guys
No.
have. I think you guys got some money from. No, you didn't get anything for that. No, but you have the crystals you could sell,
Mordo,
you will get
Mordo
money for
took
that.
the stuff.
and
Put
Mordo
them
did
on the table.
take the money. So
Eden pulls out his backpack laden with crystals.
I
It's
think-
super heavy. And
Oh.
Eden just kind of holds this up.
Lovely. What do we have here?
He kind of takes one out and he hands one over. These were harvested from a cave. I believe
Harvested.
they're
Oh, that's the same term I use when I find items on the side of the road. Harvested, yes.
Yes, well,
They were acquired in a cave.
we ran
And
away
you are-
from something that appeared to be a dragon with our lives to get these, so they better be valuable. He looks
And
over to
you are-
Alduin.
And you're looking to sell these, yes?
Yes,
Or trade.
All of them?
trade. It depends on what you'll give us for them. Eden is out of he has no idea what the hell they are except they're shiny and glowy, so he just kind of eyeballs Alduin like, help.
But we do know
Alduin-
that they were the component for the golem spell.
Yes, they are magic. He knows that.
So we know that.
Oh, yes, they are very magical. Quite familiar with golems. There's one over there, actually.
I'm currently holding Lawrence and very concerned. Is Lawrence the golem?
No. Lawrence is just a snail. He's one of the few items that I actually know what he does.
What does he do?
He's a snail. He moves like a snail. But what I will tell you is that despite the fact that he leaves an adorable little slime trail all over your hand, he can essentially one hit kill anything. But he has to want to do it.
I see.
That's
What
interesting.
color
Has he ever
is-
wanted to do that?
I mean, he told me he has, but I'm just going on based on his own personal experience. But I haven't witnessed it. But I keep him around as my own personal shop bodyguard.
Oh. Okay. Well, then you
You
wouldn't want
are
to.
a wise man.
Well, it depends on how much you're willing to give me. I'm looking for 200,000 to part with Lawrence, and I'm
That's
not
a fair
willing to give
price.
you that much for your pretty rocks.
That is a fair price for such a effervescent snail.
Yes, yes, he's been good to me. I will tell you what. You have a looks around, and I'm going to think about what we have. I'm going to look at these crystals here because I want them.
Well, that's good.
Do you have a price? What do you want for them?
Eden is not the greatest negotiator when it comes to pricing things, unfortunately.
Excellent.
He likes
And
to
you're the best person to speak up.
Yes.
uh,
Our money person is back having a spa day.
Well, then this was a bad time to go shopping now, isn't it?
I would.
Let's make
How
a
many?
deal, shall we?
How many crystals do we have?
yeah, how many how many would the backpack fill?
I mean, it's not so much the number of them because some of them are big, some of them are tiny. You have about like 15, 20 pounds of crystals in that bag.
And
So
I want all of them.
Let's see. 20 pounds of crystals at today's exchange rates. I'd have to say no fewer than 2,000 gold pieces.
20 pounds, 2,000 things.
No, absolutely not.
What about store credit?
Good attempt, though. Good job. Good
Can I
job.
make a persuasion check?
you can certainly try. Yes.
But store credit always gives you more than cash value.
That's a 22. 2,000 is a little high, but I'll let Elo know what he'll move to.
By the way, I have the highest charisma in the group.
Wow.
Sorcerer.
You?
Alrighty.
2,000's a bit steep for me. I live in the sewers.
I thought it was
I'm
a
not
choice.
exactly rolling in it here. You're the first people I've seen in weeks.
What if we were to
Perhaps
tell you that the cave no longer is accessible?
We
So
are
the
willing
source of
to.
these has kind of gone up.
We are willing to barter. If you could have come up with goods equivalent. Doesn't need to be all in coin. You obviously have quite a few wares here.
I could indeed give you a couple of things, but here's how this works. I will give you 650 gold, and I will give you 4 items from my shop. But I pick. You don't get Lawrence.
What about Philip?
What about...
I'll consider Philip.
Dibs on Philip, if Philip is in the...
Javier is thirsty for Philip.
At least the cleric is thirsty for some.
You,
Zima's
sir,
been
have
busy
a
looking
deal.
over the weapons to really be a part of any of this.
Say again?
Zima's been too busy looking over the weapons to be a part of this.
Fair enough.
So is it one item for each of us then?
I think that seems fair, yes? 1 item for each of you. My choice.
Dibs on Philip.
And one.
Possibly a Philip.
Deal.
Is that agreed upon to all of you?
I would go,
Yes.
storyteller here, I would go with 5, so Mordu gets a terrible, awful.
Yeah,
5
that's
then.
true.
That's acceptable. Absolutely acceptable.
Well, if it's buy 4, get 1 free, then you just...
Yeah, there you go. Buy 4, get 1 free.
You're a better negotiator. Wonderful.
Eden is just too drunk on shopping to be a good negotiator today, apparently. That
Elo puts his hand on top of a book that's wiggling around and that's bound and chained and just slides it back toward him and goes, "You don't want this."
doesn't look like I do. No, I think that's a fair. I think that's a fair deal.
No, and this is honestly isn't really for sale. This is my Gram's secret recipes. Inside is the world's greatest recipe for quiche, but unfortunately, my grandmother wrote it inside of a mimic. I wrote the recipe, and I haven't got it yet, so it's not for sale.
Would
So,
you sell
anyway,
it even if it was?
I'm just super impressed that Gram was inside a mimic.
I have questions that I can't have answered anymore.
Maybe one day we can beat
Sorry
these
for
mimics
your loss.
so we can get the recipe.
Yeah, we could try that.
You, the one with the cloak, the one who likes all the shiny things.
Yes.
I am going to give you this ring. Now, mind you, for all of you, I don't entirely know what a lot of these things do. So you're going to have to figure them out, but I do promise you that they all do something. I'm going to give you this lovely ring. And I have to pause because I have to tell our DM what I'm giving each of you.
You can copy paste it into the general chat in the Discord.
Perfect. Perfect. I will do that.
Though your character does not yet
let's-
know what these do, so that's going to be a surprise for them.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Some of them, I hope, are pleasant surprises.
I promise
Let's
nothing.
see. You, Ranus, what was your interest was in books, yes?
Yes, I do spend quite a lot of time reading.
Good, good. And he hands you a small tome. You large one, big boy, you look like you like to hit things, smashing things, yes?
Very much, yes.
I'm torn. I have two things you like. I know what you get. And he hands you a small link of chain. It will come in handy at some point, I think.
Well,
Probably.
Well, thank you.
Accept the chain.
Let's
accept the chain.
see. I think I will part ways with my dear Philip. You may take Philip with you.
You?
And
luck figuring out
Aviar's
your
night
name.
has been made.
And we have one more that we need to pass on.
That one is for a rogue.
Oh. I have just the thing.
Why did we put
And
the
he
rogue in
hands-
charge of all the money?
Yes, since you said that this rogue has all of the money, then I think this coin is going to be very interesting for them.
Eden holds out his hand. I will give it to him.
It is unlike any coin you have ever seen.
Snail's name?
Huh?
What was the snail's
Does it say
name?
Chuck E. Cheese on it?
Roger?
This is Boston Metro.
I don't know.
What's the metro?
It's from another realm.
It is, in fact.
It's from the 10th Kingdom.
Yes.
That was a deep cut.
I love that show.
That movie, it was great.
It was so good.
Well, 650 to me and 5 items off of my list of things I need to be concerned about to you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
She's been amazing.
Eden hands the bag over. You cannot have the bag, but you may empty the contents.
Well, good. I have my own bags. Several, in fact. Not all of them are terribly useful, but I have them. He takes the bag out, dumps the coins into another bag, and goes, "Oh, bugger. Wrong bag. That's fine. I'll figure that out later."
Can I have my bag back?
Are you sure? If you want, I can give you this one that's got your money in it.
I mean, that works too.
No, I don't.
Is that what you like?
I would like my money in my bag.
Well, no, that's not happening. Your options are I can give you back your empty bag, or I can give you back this bag that now has your money
Can I have both?
in it. No, you're a bad negotiator.
And I'm gonna roll for persuasion.
Sure.
I swear to God, if I get a 1.
Hey.
You got a
Hey!
19.
Very nice.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, that is a 25.
I will tell you what, you can have both.
That's a 25.
You get both,
Thank you.
but I'm going to package this up for you. And Elo puts your bag into the new bag and hands it to you.
Ed looks at the new bag and then looks inside of the bag.
As you open the bag, you hear a tiny, tiny voice scream, "Hey, close that!"
God. Ed closes it.
Thank you for taking that off my hands.
Sure.
That's, but by the way, that is the bag of Holden. Inside is a tiny being. I don't know what it is, but his name is Holden. And if you'd like to get your items back, you have to negotiate with Holden to get your items. You might have to trade. I've lost a lot of things to Holden over the years. I might be out the 650 gold that you paid me, but I am without Holden now. My day just got substantially better, so thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming to Elo's Emporium of Legitimately Acquired Goods. I am going back to bed. And he starts hustling you out.
As he does that, a tree that was standing in the corner shimmies a couple of times and starts hopping toward the party.
Oh, my dear tree, I have something for you.
The tree shimmies again. And it freezes.
It takes a cursed item off my hands. And Elo hands you a stick. This is a ficus. It's glowing. It's got glowing lights. It's probably enchanted. I don't really know. It's glowing, and I don't know a lot of trees that glow, but you now have a glowing ficus. Please take it.
Thank you.
Or the
Thanks.
tree will follow you. You want to take this.
I kind of
Do
want
you
a
not
walking
want the tree to
more.
follow us?
No. It's not that you don't want the tree to follow you.
So we take the
Oh.
stick,
You want to
and
take
the
the
tree
stick.
stays.
The tree stays. You take the stick. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ed
Correct.
hands the glowing stick to Aviara.
Who is very tempted to give it to Frost.
The stick glows. It changes colors a little bit when Aviara takes it.
Pretty, what does it do?
I have no idea. It glows. What do you want? It's a glowing stick. I mean, you know what? It's okay. Fine. If you're holding the branch, you're less likely to be crushed by a falling rock. I don't know. Probably. You've got like a 38% chance to not be crushed by a falling rock from the sky. Sure. There you go. It's enchanted. Good job.
You pulled that out of your ass, didn't you, Elo?
I've been standing here the whole time. I didn't even reach behind me.
Avi's gonna put the stick in her hair and do a chopstick deal.
Okay, when she does that, her hair immediately starts glowing, and little sparkles fall off of it.
Well, that's lovely.
She's now an animal.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
she's an
that's
anime
permanent or not, but good luck.
It fits her aesthetic a little bit.
Sirius is just kind of
Sirius is just kind of slowly shimmying toward the door.
As he reaches the
Demon's
door
ready to leave.
sidesteps.
I'm sorry about that. It does that.
I thought you wanted us to leave.
I'm trying.
The door apparently doesn't want us to leave.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have full control over everything that's in here.
Obviously.
This is the best shop I've ever been in. I mean, it's the second shop I've ever been in, but it's really interesting.
Eden
when-
tries to go out the door.
The door growls at him for a second, but lets him through.
Frost and Avi would like to approach the door.
It opens the door graciously.
mother.
After chasing it for a couple of minutes, Zima is able to get the door to stop running away from him and escapes.
That's good. That's good because he was about to punch it.
Do not punch the magic door.
Yes, please don't punch the magic door. It might punch back. I don't know, but I like my door. It's the only one I've got.
I feel like
I
that
feel
would
like that would
Alice,
be
are you
the
coming?
episode for the night Zima versus the door.
Tonight's combat session: Zima versus Door.
Ooh. 10 gold on
so
door.
much, Elo. It was very nice.
It was
to meet
lovely
you.
meeting all of you. I hope you all come back again soon.
Thank you very much.
Please continue to wear pants.
You've frightened me.
I promise
what to do.
nothing.
That's,
Rallis, are you coming?
I'm coming. I'm right behind you. Keep your
Zima's
pants
He
on.
was just kind of looking at his chain link.
As he walks through the door handle tries to grab at Rallis's pants at the comment about pants, though it misses.
I bop the door handle with my book. Bad door.
And with that, you have left Ilos more or less unscathed.
I love this so much.
Congratulations.
Elo or Elo?
Elo, sorry, Elo.
Eden kind of looks to you like, you could have warned me.
I could have, but
That was amazing.
Elo's kind of better experienced than anything else.
He did kind of warn us.
You did see the
I'm
potion
glad
that
you
I told
didn't.
you he made. It's
Glowing. Is it like candle brightness? Is it light spell brightness?
it's more like candle brightness. It's kind of like a sparkler. It's it's not super bright, but it's sparkly and glowy and
But it
seems to be
glittery.
yes currently.
Eden reaches out to touch the stick.
Nothing happens. It just glows.
It makes
Does
you look
anybody figure
very.
out what this thing does?
He
He holds up the chain piece.
I think I have
Attaches
identified.
to other things. I don't know. Eden looks at the ring that's in his hand. I don't know if I want to wear this.
Oh God! I didn't give him back the pendant I was holding.
Oh, no, you didn't.
You harvested it.
You
No
harvested it.
wonder, no wonder the door tried to attack me.
The door let her out graciously. The door wanted her to have that pendant.
You
I
are
feel
lucky
really
that the
guilty.
snail did not attack you.
I'm gonna- I will knock on the door and attempt to return the item.
The only answer you receive is a faint snoring from
Can't
beyond.
hear you, Beth.
Can't hear you.
The only answer you receive is a faint snoring sound.
Put it on the table.
There's no table.
The door is closed.
The door is closed.
Open the door, put it on the table.
I will ask the door nicely if I can go in and put this on the table.
When you ask the door if you can go in, the door says, "No, master is sleeping."
Just leave it on the doorknob.
Ja, hang het aan doorknob.
Yeah, hang it on doorknob.
Or you can give it to me.
I
No,
mean-
do not give anything to
No,
him.
do not give
would
anything
make
to
a-
him.
It would make a lovely collar for Frost.
You're right.
He's-
Do you really want
And
to
the
steal
stick?
Do
anything?
you
used to
really
play
want to
fetch with
steal
him in the
anything
dark.
from that man?
Do you really want to
Do you
steal
really
anything
want
from
to
this
steal
man?
anything from this man?
Harvest
We made
it.
good effort to give it back.
Not that good an effort.
Not that good an effort.
You could donate it to the children.
Ah, wonderful,
wouldn't
but
know.
this guy
Ah,
scares
wonderful,
me.
but this guy scares me.
If Zima's afraid.
I'm gonna put it on Frost.
Okay. I'll figure out what that does later.
And just kind of all of his money is now in the bag of Holden, so he can't even give money to the damn door in exchange for it. So he just kind of stares at his bag and goes, "This sucks."
You
No, it's just a friend you haven't made yet.
And reaches out and gently pats the door. Sometimes, yes.
I might be
You could
convinced to
make
let
friends
you
with
in.
Holden.
And no, the yelling was from
Honey,
Holden, in
bye.
fact. Yeah. The yelling was in fact from Holden, not the door. The door was quiet this time. Um, that said, you
And
are you are currently standing in the outside the shop, and the torch out front of the shop just goes dim, and the ones across from you go dim, leaving only the ones guiding your way out. They're like little runway lights.
apparently,
Like in
it
a
Like in
wants
a
us to
theater.
leave.
Time to go.
Eden
Oof.
just starts
Cat.
walking out and talks to the bag. Will you please give me my money?
Make a persuasion check.
Frost.
No.
You can persuade all you want. You got to trade me something for it.
What do you want?
Make an offer.
And kind of, you have all of my things.
Put something in the bag. I'll give you something back. That's how this works.
Sing him a song.
Will you take a song? It's a
What am I
great
gonna do with
idea.
a song?
It has charms to soothe the savage bag.
Zima
like
still has those
things.
tusks.
I like things.
Okay. Eden
fine.
just
Okay, fine. I'll offer him a tusk.
Eden, okay. He takes the tusk from Zima and puts it in the bag.
Yeah, this is lovely. Here. And he tosses you out a small bottle of mead.
Ooh. Eden just looks, ooh, yum. And it's like, you know, I sing for my booze. I sing for my booze. And he just starts to sing.
Eden, like,
When
singing in the
you're
bag.
feeling down, sad, and low, we will take you where you gotta go. Smiling, dancing, everything is free.
This is
All
This
you
is where
need
Zima
dies
rolls
and
his
leaves.
eyes and leaves.
positivity.
Holden
Colors of the
somehow
world, spice
manages
up
to
your
close the bag.
So, yeah, Zima's just stomps off. The bag closes itself.
and just takes the bag and puts it up to his mouth and keeps singing to it in hopes that it throws something back out. Holden captive.
Oh, Eden.
This is going to go well.
Did you
Did you just say Holden
captive?
captive?
Uh-huh. With
Suddenly,
his song.
the pouch opens. A much smaller leather pouch flies out at you and lands on the ground.
And picks up the pouch and looks into it.
It is squishy and it smells awful.
And throws it across.
You hear a high pitched giggling from inside the bag.
I will pee in you.
That escalated quickly.
There is no response.
I cannot get off of this map quick enough.
Could you maybe stop arguing with your purse and we could go?
Yes.
And
Okay.
Eden has been walking the entire time.
Yep. So, yes, the collective makes their way back up to the surface, having not answered any questions, really, having learned of quite a few more that they're not sure they want answers to, like, who is Elo, and where the hell did he come from, and what does this stick do, but...
Makes
We're playing
Aviara
fetch in the
beautiful, is
dark.
what it does.
We can play fetch in the dark.
You absolutely can play fetch in the dark. So, yes, you still don't know anything about the head of the school. You're not sure who's trying to make magic unwelcome in the city, but you do have things and money if you can get to it.
And as he's walking, he's like, Murdo's gonna kill me.
Mordo might kill you.
I have ways to calm Murdo down, but he's going to kill me. When they get home, Eden just goes upstairs, straight to Mordo's room, and slams the door.
Nothing is heard from Eden or Mordo for a while, leaving the rest of you downstairs to discuss what your plans are for your next step.
Well, we know that the dean wasn't Hardcastle, McCormick, Grey Castle. We know that he wasn't entirely honest with us, but that doesn't make him an incredibly bad person, right? I mean, we're now closer to figuring out who set the rates on the city.
I mean, it's possible he did not know the full truth of the necromancer.
Well, he said that Aldoon had a mentor that was killed in the purge. Well, if he lied about Aldoon graduating, would he have lied about that? Because the mentor.
Maybe. Maybe we go back and hold him upside down until he gives us the answers.
I think we're going to call that Plan B.
Yes.
Plan A may be a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, hold upside down after.
I will be ready.
I'll give you the word. Rose, can you think of anyone else?
I can't. I don't know enough people around this area that would be knowledgeable about these sort of things. I think we should go talk to the headmaster again.
That sounds like a plan. I don't want to just like walk up to him and be like, "Hey, so you totally lied to us. What up?" It just feels rude. We need an angle.
There's a loud thump from Mordo's room with a "You what?"
Yeah, you hear muffled yelling upstairs.
Yeah.
It's
We may have
okay.
to
We
do
got
that.
a stick.
Stick? It's my stick.
The stick sprouts a couple of leaves.
That's amazing.
Your stick is growing. Maybe we should plant it.
But I like it.
But it might grow into a tree and produce many sticks.
Well, we can't plant it in the house.
Of course
I don't
not.
want to plant it outside.
Well, it is a ficus. They are potted plants usually.
Well, now it lives in my hair.
All right then.
Can't wait to see that character art.
Oh, just you wait.
Oh.
I think they're going to be busy for the rest of the evening. We may have to do this tomorrow.
Yes, perhaps we should sleep on this.
I just wish I knew what to say to him.
I would rather sleep in my bed.
You do that.
Elduin
Yeah.
says, would you prefer I stay with you, or I can get a room somewhere?
Oh no, you're not
Mhm.
leaving our site.
You're welcome
Oh,
to be here.
Does
Do
that
you
mean I
have
have to
any?
share a room with someone?
Oh,
You can
Zima's
have
got
mine.
plenty of
I'll
room.
sleep on the sofa with Frost. You can have my room. It's fine.
Oh, all right.
Isn't there a spare room?
There is, in fact, a spare room. Yes.
I thought that was Frost's room.
Yes.
Where do I keep leaving the dog food then?
All the rooms are Frost's rooms. Kitchen.
It was Henrik's room, I think.
Yes, it was Henrik's room. Yes, there's a kitten.
Ow, 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 ow.
I'm easily distracted.
Don't. I am not food.
Cat disagrees.
Ow. No.
Alduin, can
Be
you
gone.
Alduin, can you think of, I know he asked you this, anyone who would have wanted this? Any direction we
I
could
don't know any
could
particular
go? I
names.
mean,
I can tell you that the Inquisitors probably would. I mean, they would benefit from such a thing because they're out of a job without magic being illegal. They are
Well,
most
then maybe
certainly.
we should go find some and
should we go to the unemployment office? Like,
I mean, you could start there, but I'm not sure that's. He fiddles with the hem of his robe for a second. I might be able to help you find one. I was captured by them for a time before. Anyway,
no.
I know where they used to keep some of the people anyhow, so I might be able to help you locate a place where they were anyway. If maybe not are, but were anyhow. Is that maybe that will be of some use? I suppose.
It would be incredibly
That would
helpful, but I
be
don't want to,
extremely useful.
you know, I don't
Well,
want to cause you any pain if you just give us directions, you wouldn't have to go. I don't want to
no,
make you.
it's important for. I need to face my fears, not run from them. I mean, and it's easier if I show you than try and explain. So I can go. I just I'm not really looking forward to it.
Well, I will personally guarantee you that Zima will keep you safe.
He looks over at Zima, gives him kind of an up and down, nods once. I think I can live with that. I don't imagine many things would enjoy having an argument with Zima.
No. Especially if they're under 4 feet.
No, I was told I cannot pick up little things anymore.
Didn't I just find you picking up an entire cart full of children?
The cart was big. It just happened to have little things in it.
That's fair. That is a fair
You
point.
make an excellent point.
Cannot argue with that logic.
Alright, so
Well, let's say we sleep on it and we'll go in the morning.
Yep.
Alright,
We'll-
I can sleep in the spare room. I don't want to turn you out of yours. I can stay here, I guess.
Spare rooms by Eden. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I thought Eden was still in Mordo's room.
It is,
He
but Eden's
is,
room
but-
is next to the.
Right next to the
Yeah.
spare room.
Fantastic.
Little does he know.
Poor Altoon.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, so I know it's a couple minutes early, but why don't we wrap that up there with you guys heading off to find this Inquisitor's hideout, or maybe speak to the head of the school next week. Exploring these wonderful new magical items you have acquired on a quest to get your gold back.
Yay!
And well, I think that's pretty good. So everybody knows the week of after the 15th of next month. So, it will be May 18th. It will be May 18th. I will not be running because I'm getting my second COVID shot on the 15th. I pressed the button, it was being a jerk. I'm getting my second COVID vaccine on the 15th, so the 18th I will not be running, but we have a few weeks between now and then. So.
Cool.
Yay!
What if you're miraculously okay?
If I'm miraculously okay, then. Yeah, if I'm miraculously okay, which I kind of doubt, I will be happy to run, but we'll see what happens. I'd rather prepare for it in advance and maybe have a bonus session than plan to have business as usual.
If you're out, we should do a character Q&A.
Yes, if I'm out, we can
I actually
do
get
something.
my second. I actually get my second dose next week on the 4th
Nice.
of May.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I get
in the
mine on the
afternoon.
8th.
May the fourth be with you.
I
Nice.
get to have a tooth pulled tomorrow.
Yeah. Zima's already fully vaccinated, so he's a lucky bastard.
Yay.
I,
But
I am
yes.
I am also fully upgraded to 5G. It is
Nice.
fully.
I've noticed that my reception has not improved. Is it the second one or is it different? I got Moderna. Was it
The
Pfizer?
second one.
The
Oh,
second
okay.
one.
After
All
the
right.
second.
All right.
Yeah, because the first injection, what that does is that actually injects you with all of the pieces for the chips, but they're microscopic. So the second one injects you with the microscopic nanobots to assemble them.
Okay.
So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the framework. You still need the software
All
update.
right. All right. All right.
And
I can't
then
wait for
you
my
don't
5G.
actually have it active until 2 weeks after that.
Right. Now I know about the waiting
Okay.
period, but I was hoping that I'd have at least something.
Yeah, there's a boot up time.
That's you'd know.
Holden
You're
is
the IT
keeping
guy. You would know.
everything.
So before we sign off, specifically thank you to Glitch for voicing Elo for me. He and I have been scheming about that since last
Thank
session.
you.
Elo is in fact a recurring character. You can go back to Elo's shop and go shopping anytime.
Gonna throw Holden at him.
Good luck.
I am
Thank you.
I
so
wouldn't
here for
blame you.
that.
Thank you to Avernus for moderating our chat for us. We really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who's hanging out and enjoying the masterpiece that is us.
I'm so sorry.
Masterpiece Theater, I think, is our new
Masterpiece Theater, yeah.
Masterpiece.
Oh,
Theater.
Disasterpiece Theater. All right. That's I
That's
like
accurate.
that branding. So thank you, everybody. We hope to see you next week. Have a great week. Stay safe. Get vaccinated if you haven't yet, and take care of yourselves.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.